Okay, good morning, everyone. So today we're actually going to be starting statistics, which is a brand new chapter. We had, like I said last week, we had finished area, we had finished volume. You'll notice that we are skipping a few pages. We're skipping surface area and surface volume for now, because I know that those are things that you will be learning in 7th and 8th grade, but the statistics chapter is one that you may not be learning in 7th and 8th grade, so I want to make sure that you have some background knowledge on it. So today and over the course of this week, we're going to be learning mean, median, mode, and range. So please make sure that you watch the video from the assignment today, not just this video, but the one from Khan Academy, because it's also going to be very helpful, and it's only 3 minutes long. So please make sure that you watch both. And also, before you complete the pages for the lesson today, make sure that you do the Are You Ready page on 678. And again, for both of these pages, you can use a calculator and submit all of them to me. There is a Zoom at 10 o'clock, so make sure that you make that. So again, today we're going to be learning about mean. Okay, so it's lesson number 1, mean, and if you could turn to page 683 and take out a pencil to follow along with. So it says Tina and her friends downloaded songs for 6 weeks as shown in the table. How many songs were downloaded? So what you need to do there, you just need to know the total number of songs. You need to add 12 plus 6 plus 10 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, and again, use a calculator so that you don't make a silly mistake. Number 1, you should be writing, if you add them all up, it would be 42 songs. So it says, on average, how many songs did they download each week? So you write the total number, which was 42, divided by the number of weeks. Well, if you ask how many weeks there are, you just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you could read back in the question where it says 6 weeks. So you write 42 divided by 6 equals, which we should all know without using a calculator, is going to be 7. 7 would be your average per week. So some weeks, you'll notice, were larger. Some weeks she downloaded 12 songs and 10 songs. And then some weeks were even smaller, like week number 6, she only downloaded 1 song. But the average would be 7 across the board. Okay? Step number 3. On the number line below, draw an arrow that points to the average, and then plot the number of songs downloaded on the number line. So this is where I wanted to show you. I know that all the answers come up, that's fine, but I wanted you to see these kind of a little bit closer. So again, these were the answers for numbers 1 and 2. And then this is where you would plot your points. So directly on the number 1, on the 4, on the 6, just like they're listed up here, okay? You need a number 12, you need a number 10, you need a number 9, and then it says draw an arrow that points to the average. This is where the average was because we figured out our average was 7. How far below the average is 1? Okay, so how many numbers away from the average is 1? You do 7 minus 1, which is 6. How far below the average is 4? 7 minus 4 equals 3. How far below the average is 6? 7 minus 6 equals 1. That's where they're coming up with these numbers. Then it says how far above the average is 9. Okay, so you could do 9 minus 6 equals 3. 10. 10 minus 6 equals, oh, I'm sorry, how far away? I'm doing 6. It should be 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. 10 minus 7 is 3. And 12 minus 7 is 5. Number 5. What is the sum of the distances between the average and the points below the average? Okay, so below the average, you're going to add 6, 3, and 1, which gives you 10. Above the average, you're going to add 5, 3, and 2, which also gives you 10. So it says, explain why the average is the balance point of the data. Okay, so you can write the sum of the distances from 7 of all the data points above 7 is 10, and the sum of all the data points below 7 is 10. So the data above and below 7 is balanced. Okay, and that's why it's considered an average. So that's what you're going to write for number 6. Okay, mean means average. We are finding the average number, the average score, the average songs downloaded per week. That's what we're doing in this lesson. Okay, so if you could turn to the next page on 684. And it says the mean of a data set, let me just scroll up here, is the sum of the data divided by the number of pieces of data. It is the balance point for the data set like we just saw on the previous page. You found a single number to describe the number of songs downloaded each week. The average, or mean, summarizes the data using a single number. You can find the mean of a set of data shown in different displays, such as pictographs and dot plots. Example number 1. Find the mean number of representatives for the 4 states shown in the pictograph. So here's our 4 states: Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, and Louisiana. Okay? They want to know what is the average of these numbers of representatives. Okay? So in this case, they moved the figures to equally distribute the total number of representatives. But if you were to do what we did on the previous page, what you would need to do is add up the total. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So there's 32 total representatives, okay? And then you are going to divide it among the 4 states, because there's 4 states. So 32 divided by 4 is going to give you your average number of representatives, which you notice down here is 8 representatives, which is the answer. If they made all of the lines equal, like they did right here, they all end here. They all have 8 representatives in each row. Or you could do it this way. Add up all the total number, divide by however many states there are or weeks there are. Okay, let's look at letter A. The table shows the number of CDs a group of friends bought. Find the mean number of CDs the group bought. Okay, so the first thing that you do is add. 3 plus 4, okay, is 7, plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay, so you do 15, but then you notice you have to count all of the numbers of CDs purchased. You even have to include the 0. Okay, so we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do 15 divided by 5, which is easy to do in your head. Okay, so 15 divided by 5 would be 3. So your answer for letter A would be 3. So that's how we find the average. On the next page, there's example number 2, and you'll notice that there's a little dot plot. Shows the recorded high temperatures for 6 days in Little Rock, Arkansas. Find the mean temperature. So find the average temperature. What you have to do, just like I taught you, add up all the numbers that you see. Now you notice there's 2 45s. So you have to say 45 plus 45, then there's a 47, so plus 47, plus 49, plus 50, plus 52. Just like they did up here. They added all of the numbers first. Okay? Then you divide by the number of data items. How many little dots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at this point, I would take a calculator so I don't make a silly mistake. Type in all of these numbers into your calculator. You end up getting 288. Divide them by 6, which is the number of little points or the number of data items, and you end up getting 48. So the average or the mean is 48 degrees. So all of the data values can be summarized with a single number, 48. Remember, this little note up here, in a dot plot, individual data values are represented as dots above a number line. So just remember dot plots. Number 3, the dot plot shows the number of runs a baseball team had for each game of a 4-game series. Find the mean number of runs. So we write 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. Then we're going to divide it by however many dots there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to turn the answers on for this one so you can see. You add up the top, you get 12, you divide by 4, you end up getting 3 as your answer. So the mean number of runs for the series is 3. Letter B. The dot plot shows the number of books Deanna read each week during a month-long reading challenge. Find the mean number of books she read. So you do 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. So that would be 9, 10, 18. So 18 total would go on the top. Then you divide by the total number of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18 divided by 6 comes out to be 3. So your answer is 3 books. Okay, at this point you should be kind of getting the hang of what mean is. Okay, we'll finish guided practice during our Zoom today, so please make sure that you come onto the Zoom so that we can do this together and we could do some independent practice questions together as well. Okay?